Wonderful job right there, and a wonderful evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Royal Promenade for another nighttime activity and event on the Freedom of the Seas. That is our Captain's Welcome Aboard reception. In case I have not had the opportunity to meet you so far this cruise, my name is Patricio. I have the pleasure of serving as your cruise director here on board. But now it's time to go ahead and introduce to you the host of this evening's event. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your captain, our captain, Captain Tomas!
Good evening, how are you? It is a pleasure to have you on board. First and foremost, on behalf of all of the officers, staff, and crew, and the rest of the Royal Caribbean family, I'd like to officially welcome you on board the beautiful Freedom of the Seas. Are you having a good time so far? All right, that is music to my ears, because we have a great cruise planned for you. We're going to visit 5 beautiful ports of call, and you'll have a day to enjoy everything that the ship has to offer at sea. Fantastic time. We're very happy to have you. And this is the nice thing about sailing out of San Juan. We love sailing out of in the San Juan itineraries, because it is like the old days where you'll go to a lot of places, everybody. And let me tell you, these islands are beautiful. Are you enjoying St. Thomas today? It rained a little bit in the morning, I know, but it turned nice in the afternoon. Much nicer than it was in the morning anyway. But as you can see, there are beautiful sights, and there's truly so much to do in all of the ports of call. Whether you like to go fishing, diving, snorkeling, some of you just want to kick back under a palm tree and read a book. Others like to people watch. Some of you want to go shopping. Did you go shopping today in St. Thomas, ladies, yeah? Just wait and see. The entire itinerary is full of good deals out there with diamonds and gold. You know how it is. I know my wife is on board, and I hear about all of the nice things that you can acquire on these islands. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to get to know the ports of call a little bit better, I do suggest you speak with our Shore Excursions team right back here on deck number 5, as they'll be able to match you up with the activity that is right for you. The ship-organized activities are usually the safest and most efficient way to get to know the ports of call. Anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about the ship. The beautiful Freedom of the Seas was built in Turku, Finland in 2006. And at the time that she was built, she was the world's largest cruise ship. She is still amongst the world's largest, but now Royal Caribbean, as you may know, proudly owns the world's largest cruise ship, which is the Oasis class, and we have 4 of those grand ladies. We have the Oasis, the Allure, the Harmony, and the Symphony of the Seas. However, just to put things in perspective, the Freedom is right behind those ships in size and capacity, and I can share with you that we can carry 6,000 persons, and we weigh in at 158,000 tons, so a very, very large ship. Lots of fun, state-of-the-art equipment and accommodations, and for me, a lot of fun to drive. I know many of you are boaters, and I do get questions all the time. I can tell you this is just a very big boat. That's it. And it is very easy to drive because we have, as I've said, state-of-the-art propulsion systems. A little bit more on the ship. She is 340 meters long. That's 1,120 feet, and she's 40 meters wide. That's about 135 feet. And if you're wondering how tall the Freedom is, she is 65 meters tall, and that's about 215 feet, everybody. Very, very proud of her. And what I'm proud of the most, ladies and gentlemen, is not the hardware. It's actually the software. Our crew members. You see, a ship is built out of cold steel, and what makes a ship and sets a ship apart from other ships is actually hardworking and dedicated crew members. And that is, as I've said, what I'm proud the most here, because we do have a very special team. In fact, I'll dare say that the crew on board the Freedom of the Seas has to be amongst the most, if not the most helpful and friendly crew in the business. Are we taking good care of you so far, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you, thank you. That is music to my ears. And you know, tonight, there are 1,380 of us on board, but tonight I thought to introduce the senior management, as I figure you want to know what everybody's responsible for, and they're anxiously waiting to come out. Would you like to meet the team? Yeah? Okay, well, without delay, I'll ask them to join me on the bridge up here, one by one. And the first officer that I'd like to introduce is actually second in command. She is a fully licensed master, and she looks after the day-to-day nautical operation. She looks after safety, security, maintenance, and matters in support of the HR team, issues with crew members, and supporting our crew members. Please welcome to the stage our staff captain. Her name is Sue, and she comes from Canada. You will see that the first three officers that are joining me up here on stage are wearing white jackets, and the reason for that is that they are the three department heads. They are in charge of the three main areas on our ship. For instance, the next officer is in charge of the entire technical operation on board, and that means that he looks after our engines, our propulsion systems, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, refrigeration, the engineering team, the electrical team. Please welcome to the stage our chief engineer, Mr. Witold from Poland. And the next officer is in charge of the largest department on board our ship, which is the hotel department. There are 10 division heads that work closely with him every single day. Many of you, which you'll meet here up here tonight, because I'll be asking them to come and join the party. We are very happy to have him. He's an expert in hotel management. Please welcome to the stage our hotel director, Mr. Adrian, and he comes from Romania. And he gets special music. As you can see, he's got connections with the band. You see, at Royal Caribbean International, we have very strict environmental policies. It is in our best interest to take exemplary care of the environment that we operate in. We reduce, reuse, recycle, and not put anything over the side. In fact, with that, I need your help, as we would like to ensure that we preserve our oceans for future generations. In order to remain compliant with our own policies, but also international regulations, we do have an environmental officer on board. Her name is Alejandra, and she comes from Chile. On the Freedom of the Seas, we have a medical facility staffed with 3 nurses, a medical secretary, and 2 doctors. I hope you only get to meet them socially, of course. However, they're here to help you with anything you may need. They are a very capable team. With us tonight, our senior doctor, Dr. Bruno, and he comes from Brazil. As you can imagine, our guests have questions about all kinds of things. We wonder about so many things when we travel. I guess it is human nature, but in reality, sometimes we do need help with things. And the next gentleman is the man that leads the team right back here on deck number 5, right behind us, which is a guest services team, which essentially functions as the front desk in a hotel. And I've just said we have 6,000 persons on board, so you can only imagine how busy this man is. Please welcome to the stage our guest services manager. His name is Empo, and he comes from South Africa. I have a question for you. How are we looking after you in your staterooms? Your cabin attendants, are they doing a good job? All right, all right. Well, the next officer is actually in charge of an army of cabin attendants that not only look after you in your staterooms every single day, but they keep up with the cleanliness of the entire vessel, and I think they're doing a phenomenal job. Please welcome to the stage our executive housekeeper. Her name is Karen, and she comes from St. Lucia. I like that. The next, if you'd like to actually learn more about our sister ships or sister companies, if you'd like to find out where around the world we sail in and out of, the person you have to see, or actually you might want to book your next cruise, I do recommend you see our cruise sales manager. His name is Victor, and he comes from Portugal. On this particular voyage, we have 1,452 Crown and Anchor members. Are you out there tonight? Crown and Anchor Society members, are you out there? Yeah? It's a pleasure to have you. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're very happy to have you on board the Freedom of the Seas. The Crown and Anchor Society is our loyalty program, and in order to make sure that we take special care of our most loyal guests, we have a loyalty ambassador. Her name is Julia, and she comes from Peru. We have guests from all over the world, and we want to make sure that we can communicate with everybody on board correctly, and that in fact everything that we provide to you in writing is done so correctly. I also need help with translations, and many of us do actually, in communicating with our international guests. And in order to do so efficiently, we have an international ambassador. He's a good friend. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Bruno from Mexico.
Muy buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Mi nombre es Bruno, yo soy de México. Bienvenidos, viva México, viva Puerto Rico. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à bord. Buonasera, signore e signori, benvenuti a bordo. Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren, willkommen an Bord. Buenas noches, señores y señores, bienvenidos a bordo. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We wish you a fantastic cruise.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? 5 languages fluently. I am so jealous. I have another question for you. The food in particular, and the desserts, the food. How is the food so far? Are you enjoying it? All right, well, we'll see if you're going to clap like that when you get back home and step back on your scale after being with us for a week. Tell me when you come sail with us again. The next officer wears a very distinct uniform and hat, and he is the man in charge in the galleys. There are over 220 chefs and cooks that report to him every single day, and they produce over 20,000 meals for you every single day, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage our executive chef, Chef Benedict from Trinidad and Tobago. And last but not least, you've already met him. He's the face of the Freedom of the Seas. He is the man in charge of all of the activities and entertainment. He is the very best in the business. Please welcome to the stage our cruise director, Mr. Patricio from Brazil. And my name is Tomás Busto, and I have the pleasure to be the captain of this beautiful ship, and it is truly an honor and a pleasure to be able to serve alongside such a dedicated team of professionals. We're the management team of the Freedom of the Seas, and we're here at your service. Thank you, everybody. Let's wave, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. This is not over. Let's wave to the front, because I know Facebook and Instagram is waiting. All right, let's wave to the back. Let's wave to the back, everybody. There we go. Una pregunta, ¿hay algún boricua aquí esta noche? ¿Boricua? Oh, ¿y cuántos sabían que yo soy boricua igual que ustedes? Ah, no lo sabían, ah. All right, all right. All I've said, ladies and gentlemen, is that I come from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and I speak Spanish as well, and as you can see, my whole family is on board. Well, well, well. Today actually, is a very special day, ladies and gentlemen, and that is because it is Memorial Day. Every year, the last Monday of May, we regard and remember all of the men and women that lost their life while serving in the United States Armed Forces. Tonight, it is with great regard that we'd like to recognize those who lost their lives so that we can enjoy our freedoms. And I would like to now draw your attention to the forward bridge as our lead trumpet player and soon-to-be musical director on board will play taps, Mr. Colin Toner. Can we? There we go. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. As I've said, this is a very special occasion, and we want to make sure that everybody knows that we're very grateful for the service of these men and women. Do we have any service personnel here on board right now? Any servicemen and women, please? Yeah? Thank you. Thank you. We want you to know that we're very grateful for your service, and it is truly a pleasure to have you on board on this special day. I really hope you enjoy your cruise. It is a pleasure to have you here, and I look forward to meeting all of you this week on board. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy your evening, and I'll see you around.
Ladies and gentlemen, your captain, our captain, Captain Tomas from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Thank you very much for joining us at another nighttime activity and event right there. Ladies and gentlemen, the fun does continue. Please go ahead and join us in the theater at 8:45 and 10:45. Our theater production showtime marquee with the Royal Caribbean singers and dancers. Plenty of live music available for you this evening. There will be some wonderful promotions available for you on the Royal Promenade as well. Thank you once again for joining us. My name is Patricio, your cruise director. We continue with some wonderful music by Music Ventures Show Band. Yeah.